Sri M.K. Narayan, distinguished Governor of West Bengal and Pradhana of Vishwa Bharti, Professor Sushant Dasgupta, Vice Chancellor, Vishwa Bharti University, distinguished members of the faculty, dear students. It's indeed a very proud privilege for me to be present as the chief guest in this convocation, 48th convocation of Vishwa Bharti University. I had the privilege of attending a large number of convocations of Vishwa Bharti, but not as the guest, but as a viewer accompanying Acharya Indira Gandhi when she used to come invariably without any failure to address the convocation of Vishwa Bharti. I had the privilege of participating in many other functions and programs of this illustrious institution founded by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. When he began with just 5 students, a Vidyalaya in the Brahmachari Ashram, founded by his father Maharishi Devendranath, who wanted to have a place to mediate, to think, to reflect, as he was constantly a searcher, an eternal searcher of truth. Rabindranath did not visualize to have an ordinary institutions like many others. Please remember, before 1921, when Vishwa Bharti as a registered body, registered society, public body, came to exist, number of universities have been established in India by the Charter Act of 1856 during the period of the East India Company. 3 universities were established, Calcutta, Madras and Bombay. After that, many others also came to exist. But Tagore's concept, Gurudev's concept was little different. And it is quite pleasant to us when he was contemplating of a new type of institution where conservative, traditional classroom teaching, so-called modern education system was prevalent. This system will be little different. Neither the teacher nor the student should be confined to the 4 walls of the classroom. All 3 great eminent Indians, when Sri Aurobindo thought of national education, Mahatma Gandhi thought of basic education, and Tagore's concept of education all linked to the nature. They recognized the more distant we make ourselves to the nature, the more problems we create. Nature is the greatest teacher, and from the beginning of civilization, we have drawn lessons from nature, and we must re-establish it. While giving his address, Upacharya, Professor Sushant Dasgupta raised a very pertinent issue. The pertinent issue is Vishwa Bharti to be a replica of any other central universities? Right now, as it has been pointed out, that I am visitor of 98 central institutes, of which 43 are central universities under the supervision and control of Minister of HRD. 3 other central universities, one under the administrative control of defense, another of shipping and transport, Maritime University, and third one is Agricultural University. Is it necessary for Vishwa Bharati to be just one of these 43? Or if we want to preserve the heritage, is it possible to make an exception in the overall framework of the higher education? These are some of the questions which are staring at us, and we cannot avoid, we shall have to answer. Perhaps we can recognize the fact that each institution has its own distinction. We need not necessarily consider it to be an inanimate object, to be shaped in a predetermined structure. Tagore was all along against the traditionalism, conservatism, to put it in one unified straitjacket formula. Each institution, as like each living being, must have a soul, must have a core value, must have a distinct identification. If we can recognize that, perhaps it is not necessary for us to apply all rules uniform. Yes, administratively these issues are to be looked into, and we cannot avoid it. It is just not accidental that Prime Minister is the Chancellor of only one university, and that is Vishwa Bharati University.